to be all shut back down again.
Monday, March 30th, 2020. BlackRock, SmackRock, the headline. For Peter Slang. Will meet your brand new financial services company, which has been the operative manager of the merger of the Fed, a crime syndicate with the IMF, another crime syndicate, and which now stands in the middle of the middle. BlackRock, like Black Law, like Blackwater, like Black everything, except, of course, Black people, which they generally despise and use and abuse as slaves. Time to wake up, people. Summon the army of Gideon and rise. This gives the detail that you would never, ever hear come out of President Trump's mouth, nor out of mainstream media. This giant crime syndicate, which isn't really Jewish, by the way, has taken over two giant crime syndicates, so whoopee-doo. But here's the good news. If you get organized and know who you are, as in declare your proper political status and join your state assembly, this has nothing whatsoever to do with you or your assets at all. This has to do with the Babylonian fakirs defrauding and deceiving U.S. citizens and citizens of the United States. Now, it's true that your proper given name has been seized upon under conditions of fraud and non-disclosure by these creeps. And it is true that your proper given name has been used as the basis to create unauthorized U.S. citizens and unauthorized municipal citizens too. But it's all bull. They just make up a new corporation and define a new special purpose vehicle, a new style of name, and they claim to own it, similar to what they have done by going around making up land descriptions and attaching them to your land. What they need is about 320 million riflemen aiming up their rumps in this country and the entire population of all the other countries and around the globe to convince them that their magic, that is lies and fraud, has been recognized for what it is, and no special purpose vehicles are to be attached to us, our good names, or any of our assets. Not now, not ever again. This fraud is discovered. BlackRock needs to go hide under a literal black rock. They need to hide their heads in shame and have the board members' profiles and faces in home locations broadcast worldwide. We all need to demand their permanent liquidation as a crime syndicate involved in restraints of trade and illegal scrutiny, securitization practices, SPVs, and unjust enrichment schemes based on impersonation, probate fraud, bankruptcy fraud, identity theft, unlawful conversion, and conspiracy against the Constitution. Line all these criminal corporations up and liquidate them. 1, 2, 3. If Trump and the military don't have guts enough to do their jobs, stand aside and let the grandmothers of the world instead.
America First, guys, and Donald was out there. I saw walking past the television. Donald was out there on the